So the final update for today is the Instagram chief has outlined the challenges of AI generated content. So in a long rant this week, Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri has shared his thoughts on the year ahead for Instagram. This was done in a text-based carousel of 20 slides. So it is a very long rant which discusses the future of content with the key premise that authenticity is becoming infinitely reproducible. So, pretty scary. And he himself says that he is worried about the future of content, but that he is really saying the more original content that you can create, the better, because it means that um, it's harder for AI to create something or replicate something that is so unique to you and so personal to you. You can read the whole post on Instagram. We'll share a link to it in just a moment. But he's essentially warned that AI will soon make authenticity infinitely reproducible, creating content so realistic that it will be indistinguishable from human work, even replicating raw, unpolished aesthetic creators. Um, and the aesthetic creators currently use to prove that they are real. So the bar is shifting from can you create to can you make something that only you could create? He also said that the primary way people now share is via DMs, blurry photos, and shaky videos of daily experiences. This raw aesthetic has bled into public content and across art forms. So that is something to consider, is that you have to almost evolve the way in which you create content to prove to audiences that it is authentic and that it is real. And I was watching a video yesterday on TikTok where somebody was saying they were trialing the difference between filming using a tripod and lighting and doing it in a slick way versus just holding their phone filming walking down the street. And the shaky holding of the phone performed better because it was deemed more or unpolished, more authentic, more real. And so consumers were much more likely to watch that video in its entirety. So that is also something you have to consider now when it comes to content creation for social media, is how trustworthy is your content? How real is it? And are you sharing stuff that it would be almost impossible for AI to replicate because it is so uniquely you? So it's getting harder, I must say, to create content that is going to work on social media platforms, particularly when you're battling AI generation tools. I really liked this comment though from social media strategist Sharon McKinstry. I feel like I always maybe say her name wrong, but she's a brilliant person to follow on Instagram if you don't already. She said, I'll say what I've been telling my clients in 2026. Authentic content isn't about oversharing beyond what you're comfortable with. It's about creating what isn't already everywhere. AI can write captions and create content, but what it can't do is live your life or have your own unique experiences. That's the advantage now. We have got to go back to basics and share our lived experiences and opinions and perspectives and be 1,000% authentic. And the successful creators out there aren't wondering what to post, they're living their life and creating content around it. They're sharing their thoughts, opinions, journeys, etc. So if content feels forced, that's a sign to regroup. And I thought that was brilliant advice, particularly for those of you who are going more down the employee advocacy or content creator route for 2026.